Hello, fellow gamers, and welcome back to Revolution Idol. Kind of in the last episode, we were kind of working through our achievements, kind of gaining like a bit more multipliers to the multi gains. We got the promotions up to level 10. We got the DTG, a 10 DGT score, so we got a little bit more time flux. We managed to get the multiplier up to 1,000,001 prestige, and we're kind of working ever closer to the infinity. Today's episode, I want to see if I can try and get that to today. Try and get to the infinity mark. We do have to get some big milestones to kind of like make sure that we are kind of getting close to that, including making all promotions level 50. And then also kind of some like more niche things like kind of using the red, orange, and yellow to get either them up to the 6th ascension or prestige with just those three colors. So what I'm going to do here is, looking at that, straight off the rep, we can get the achievement, the red, orange, yellow ascension up to level 6. So that's awesome. Like I say, like in the last episode, we did kind of look at the bit of a cheese in kind of holding down the hotkey to buy all, so we can always make sure that we are kind of getting the cheapest kind of upgrade as and when it becomes available. So you can see here, as soon as it kind of flashes up, I think the next one's going to be this 19 here. Where as soon as it gets that, it'll kind of buy it immediately. And then boom, you see, didn't even see it there. So yeah. In terms of time flux, we have got kind of over kind of 1 hour now, kind of like saved up. We might as well kind of take advantage of that and use it. And then also we can get this one. So I think we need a prestige. I wonder if we can prestige kind of without the kind of promotion. So I wonder if we do this now and we just kind of do that and see what happens. So if we get buy max of them and which one are we getting through? We need a prestige with only 3 colors. So let's see if we can get to that. Might not be available, but we'll see. I think we do need to promote though. Yeah, promoting's probably going to be the way forward. We do have to get to level 50 to. Well, you don't have to, but I would like to get to level 50, so we're not kind of wasting a kind of a restart. But prestige, and yeah, I think we're not going to be able to get close to that number without kind of unlocking everything. So I think at this rate, if we just do it this way, you can see here, like we weren't even going to get close, kind of thinking about it, because we'd kind of went offline for a little bit of time and we kind of like had that AFK earnings. So it's probably not going to be something that we can easily achieve. But let's just kind of speed through here, because what I would like to do is I would like to try and get this. 250 trillion is how much XP that we've got. Now we do kind of like multiply things by 10. 384 times is quite a lot. 5 times the speed is also pretty high. Everything's like really good except for promotions power. Promotions power is a little soft compared to the rest of them. Like I was saying in the last episode, like kind of that when I was kind of getting all of them up to level 10, I did kind of leave that one to last just because it was the weaker, even though it affects all the other 3. So let's just have a look here, just kind of spend a little bit of time. Maybe we could do this one, making the multiplier. Because like, what would we have to do there? It's up to Ascension 4. And the multi-gain is 29,000. So I wonder if we put 1 level in each of these. If we can get to it. It's a tricky one. I think we could get close. I think, given that we, progress-wise, we're up to 50% towards infinity. So that's we are kind of getting kind of higher and higher. While it is kind of a little bit slower, we are kind of getting there. And, given that it is the last one before infinity, I do think that this says the real boss there. I do think that this is really kind of like what unlocks all of this, getting all of these up to level 50. That I think we should be able to do that one now, just when we do the next promotions. And I still got to try and work out on that one. So let's just continue to kind of upgrade these, and let's see if we can get close to that kind of level 50 mark. So yeah, so I'm going to kind of just spend just a little bit of time AFK, getting up to that first level 50. And then once we get up to that level 50, we'll kind of jump back in, and then we'll see really kind of how far we can get with that.
Later that same evening.
Okay, and we're back, and looking at this, we are getting level 50 on our first promotion. Now I'm wondering, the kind of, before we do that, the fast scale and make the base multi-gain. So given that our multi-game currently is 180 million on that one, and that's obviously with leveling things up, I wonder if this multiplier will increase the base, and with that base kind of increase there, like, so, because, you know, ascensions do kind of increase that multi-gain. So let's kind of do that and see. Oh, I mean, there we go, because we have an 8.9 multi-gain on that one, so we managed to get that one, so that kind of made it kind of more sense on that one. So let's see if we can we can either go for one or the other. So I think this one's going to be kind of maybe easier first, because what was the is like prestige with only 3 colors. Now we've only unlocked that, so we can just do this, and there we go, there's the other one. So let's just go to buy one. So we've got 1 level of that. I just want to see if we can just see if we can do the next one, where we've got to get 5 levels of each. And then what I want to try and do is make sure that we get this next achievement here, which is kind of trying to make the the multi-gains higher each kind of level that we do it. So all we need to do is kind of get all of these to level 5, which is taking just a little bit of time. I think maybe we look to, I don't know, prestige a couple of times first, just to make sure we're making plenty kind of money, just because when this score gets high, it just means it's going to be more difficult for this one to get high. You know, like kind of like, yeah, it might be a bit difficult to do that. You know, especially, I mean, we're slowing down, we're not even fast enough. So let's just do this a couple more times. Let's get, there we go. Can we just do 5 levels at a time? We can. Okay. Can do that. It actually tells you kind of like you need 12 QI to get it up to level 5. Okay. So yeah, so this is a little bit quicker. These rotations are kind of helping quite a lot. You can see here we're already up to the sextillion, and we're already kind of reached that, I mean, within a few seconds as well. But this is going to be the last one here before we step into the white, which is decillion. It's going to be 14 to get 5 levels on that. But you see, what we need to do is we need to get this multi-gain higher than this. So we need to, these are all 5.2, sorry, 5.6. So it might get a little bit tricky, because I did just get that achievement there where it's kind of 1.6. So we actually may have done it a bit backwards. Yeah, let's see if we can get that achievement. Because we get that one, then we should be real close to getting kind of, you know, exponentially kind of getting those up. Especially with kind of this over at level 50 now. That's such a huge gain on that one. So just a little bit longer, and we're already getting into the decillions. I wonder if we just, I think it might be easier if we just kind of prestige a little. Let's just kind of see what happens if we do it this way. And then we can kind of prestige. It's just taking a little bit too long. I mean, see, we can see there we're up to the millions. God, it's so quick now. that multiplier has made a massive difference. I mean, already up to the billions. And as well, we're up to Ascension 4 already on some of these. Okay, let's do that. And then let's go back to level 5. See, we're up to QA, so we can do one, get all of these up. See how much quicker that is just to get to that one. And then we'll just give it just a little bit of time. And then there we go. We can get 5 on that. So what happens? So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to ascend all of these before we get to this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, we might have to get it up to the 10th ascension. Sorry, actually the 9th, because we won't have to do that one. So I wonder if we can, I mean, it's going to take a little bit of time, but I think what we do, I think the way we do it is we do all of these up to max. And that obviously speeds that up. Now we ascend that. See, that's up to an 87 multiplier now. So all of these are going to have to be ascended minus that one. So we ascend that, max it out. Ascend that one, max it out. So that's 8, that's 141, and then we ascend that again. So that's now 2,000. So we need to do that one more time. That's the next one. And we need one more on that one. This is going to take some time. So it'll basically read A, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, A8, A9, and that'll be A10 to kind of level up that. So we have that one now. It's going to take a lot. I mean, we can buy all, which is good, because it's really the ascensions is kind of what we're looking at. But yeah, I think this is how we do it and how we get to that one, which is going to be a lot, which does mean that we do need to kind of like keep an eye on this. And I think given that, like, I mean, we're already kind of at a stop and block here, and we're kind of not even halfway through, because, you know, it does get exponentially. So let's just kind of max out. Let's see how high we can get this number and see if we can get back to, I think we had most things kind of, I think the first 4 or 5 on Ascension 6. I think we even had the red on Ascension 7. So if we can get, I think the multiplier here is going to help us get that kind of last achievement right there, which is this one here. I mean, we're already up to, you know, QA. I think we kind of left the last episode off at around QA before we kind of logged out. So I think, you know, given that it's kind of only been maybe about 10 minutes since we logged in today and kind of got going with that. So this number is going to get exponentially bigger. And it does help as well that we are using the kind of the time flux on that one. So let's just get this up to 20, and then we'll kind of do another prestige and just see how far we can push it. Because if we can get the white up to Ascension 9, then we should be good. I mean, look, already seen how much quicker that gets now just by prestige and that. So I think what we do is we look to get it up to the next one by like a factor of 10, and then do the prestige, and then keep doing that and keep doing that. And I think as well, I mean, we could, no, we'll hold off on that right now. I think this kind of promotion is kind of where we're getting, you know, lap speed will definitely come in handy. Ascension power as well might help. I'm not sold on it though. I don't think it'll help too much, unless it's kind of doing one of these where, you know, one multiplier. Actually, no, that wouldn't work. So, all right, let's just go keep with this. Another prestige. See how quickly we can get back up to where we left off. This is up to, you know, Ascension 4 now, but we got to get it up to 9. 9's going to be like, it's going to be a lot. So yeah, so we'll just need to keep on working away, getting this as high as we can. And I think we really have to go for the level 50. I think this is going to take just way too much time. I mean, we're up to, sextillion now on the multiplier, so maybe not, but these are needing big numbers. I mean, look at that. We're up level 70 of 140 on Ascension 4. We need to get that up to 9, essentially. So I don't think we'll be able to get it until we kind of get these all up to level 50 as well. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time, get these all up to level 50, and then we'll come back and then, give this achievement another go, trying to kind of make it backwards. And then once we have all of that, we'll see where we are and how close we are to infinity. And just like that, we have managed to get all up to level 50 and got the next kind of achievement on there. So you can see here, we have all of them done now. So let's just see how far we can get with the current kind of scope. First of all, it'll be a good indication to see if we can get all of these. The big question is, can we also maybe get the make all circles go solid? Because we have, I think, yeah, it looks like all of them. I think it takes 10 revolutions to make them all go. I'm just going to do that a couple of times just to make sure we have... Yeah, just to make sure we are keeping the solid colors. Because I want to make sure just how close we can get that. So it says 0.08. Ooh, I think we're going to be close. We're only going to hit 8 on that one. I think, if my math is right. Well, we get really close. 8.7 on that one. I mean, that's pretty good going. It does look like we have to kind of get this up even further. So I wonder kind of where we need to get to on that one. Very curious. Now I think let's just kind of get this number up pretty high. You can see here we're just going through the motions. I mean, you can see here just like kind of we're already up to 1 billion and we haven't really done a lot. You can see how much faster it's going now that we have all of these promotions up to level 50. We have all of these achievements giving us that multiplier. And, we just kind of quickly reset. And then just like that, we get up to the trillions and that kind of goes. Oh, what do we have here? Make all circles go solid. Now, I don't know how I managed to do that, but I did. So I'll take that one. So we can see here, that's actually after infinity. Now it says here, like, it's reach infinity under an hour. Okay, so that's going to take a fair bit of time, I have a feeling. But I just want to see if we can get this up to, like, kind of 9 ascension. I think this is going to need to be such a high multiplier. So let's do that. And then we can just, you can see there, like, infinity goes to 50% or close to it pretty quickly. I want to see, like, how big this number needs to be before we get, I mean, septillion already. I mean, you can see here that the numbers are just cranking up. But this needs to be up to, I think we need to get this one up to 9. Sorry, Ascension 9 or Ascension 10? Whatever it is. Like, we got to kind of keep just kind of prestiging, going up quickly, getting that number up, then getting that and pushing the multiplier up and keep on going. You see, we're almost up to ascension number 6 now. We're up to nonillion on the multiplier. At least we have, I mean, we got these up to 8, which is, pretty good going. Okay, let's just live this a little bit longer. And let's try it again. Yeah, and these just, I mean, already, these are up to 8. And we're, like, it's just burning through now. And we're actually getting the 80% mark at this point, which is awesome. Almost getting there. This is, the white is up to Ascension 6. 83% we're pushing through now. And kind of doing this way seems to be kind of really pushing the numbers up as high as we can. So let's do that one more time. See how far we can kind of push it before this kind of infinity starts kind of pushing off. And I think we might do it. I think we might get there. Okay. Now we're up to the DC multiplier. And we're pushing up to kind of the 86%. We've got the pink up to Ascension number 7. Ever so close. You can see here kind of like, looks like the infinity must be like a multiplier or to the power. So while we were showing some good progress getting up to the first 10%, the numbers in comparison are just kind of dwarfed now. And you can see here we're really kind of pushing that kind of 90%. And we're kind of bottoming out there. So we just hit it. I mean, we could wait a little bit longer, but, given this multiplier just means we'll be able to get there so much quicker. You can see it just kind of spiking every time we hit a max. Let's see if we can get that 90% again. Kind of push past it. Finally getting the Ascension up to 9 for the red. Can we do the same for the others? And yeah, and you see now we're in a position where things are slowing down a lot. You can see this multiplier is really sort of capped out. But we're getting so close to infinity. Nice, we've got white up to 7. Okay, just a little bit longer. Now if we just leave it, let's see how much it slows down. You can see not buying anything. And it just really just kind of creeps up slower and slower as we get closer. Now it gets up to 95%. And this is giving us 20 times what we were currently getting. But I just don't think that's enough. So let's just kind of buy a little bit more. Are any of these getting close? This is all like yellow's up to almost Ascension 9. Blue's up to 8 now. And then if we just leave it just to kind of, you can see just as soon as we let go, things just really slow down. Let me just buy a few. I think one more Ascension if we get this up to the next kind of multiplier. There we go, DDC. And then we just quickly just do everything here. And we look, straight away we're up to 90%. And we just keep on buying, keep on pushing. Let's get this time flux up just a bit more. Just to kind of speed up just a little bit. Getting so close, so close. There we go, we've already hit the kind of the cap of what we did last Prestige. We're at the 97, almost there. 98. Let's just buy a few more. There we go. Now we get to 99. Now how quick is this going to be to get us up to infinity? So close. We're getting there. 0.1%. There we go. And we've reached infinity. Okay, so what does that mean? Okay, so we reached infinity. Click to continue. So we have, first of all, there we go. We have 31 achievements now. I do want to kind of try this one next. Infinity. What do we have here? Infinity generation and automation. Generate a G1 multiplier multiplied by infinities and unlock automation and auto buy. Currently times 1.0. So I think this is 1 infinity point. So to buy that, we do unlock a generator. So the generator is multiplied by infinity. So let's have a look here at the kind of the help guide, see what's going on. Okay. When you reach 1.79 to the power of 308 score, an infinity will be forced, resetting everything Promote does as well as promotions. There are many upgrades that will boost your progress. Generators produce each other. Generator 1 produces GP. Generator 2 produces G1, etc. You can spend your IP to buy generators to multiply the interval by 2. When you purchase Infinity Upgrades 7 to 1, you will unlock Infinity FTO challenges. Each challenge gives you unique bonuses, increases your IP gain by 1 plus 1 times additive. Completing all 9 challenges will get the next stage of the game. Okay, so we have a lot to kind of unpack now. Now, this looks like it creates a generator. The generator then kind of adds a multiplier. And then when we get to 7.1, which is unlocked right now, but that gives us this next thing. So I think if we, does it automatically do it? I think it's automatically kind of done that. So I think it's, I'm going to turn this down just while I kind of, so I think hitting infinity has reset our progress. Now the question is, now that we have the infinity, we might as well buy it. So we have unlocked automation. Automation. Okay, so automate buyables. Interesting. Now, where is our generator? There's so many unlocks here. Okay, generator. Okay, you have 1.28 to the power of 0.666 generator power, which multiplies your multi-gain. Okay, so this is just a thing over time. So right now, because we can't buy anything, but what it does is the first generator gives us this multiplier, and now we can buy more with more infinity points. So this is just the start. You know, the what we have currently is just we've unlocked the game. So we've got to infinity, but now in order to kind of progress, we need to get more infinity. And when we get more infinity, we can buy more points. So how many more times do we have to do this? So exponent is increased, and this one is auto ascension. Interesting. So this would probably be a good one for our next. I mean, it says here 1, 2.1, 2.2, but that's kind of in order. I think the ascension is going to be the kind of the way to go for the kind of the next infinity and kind of work towards eternity. So I wonder what it would take to kind of get eternity unlocked. Very curious on that one. But guys, I think this is kind of wrapping up the episode right now. I think, you know, the goal was to hit infinity today, and we did manage to do that. I would like to kind of continue this series and kind of continue to kind of grow and kind of unlock more things as we go along, kind of hit eternity and kind of seeing what that unlocks, as well as kind of all of these additional tabs. There's a bunch of locked tabs that kind of like looks like the more infinities we do. And I think given that it goes so much deeper, I mean, this goes all the way up to 21. So I wonder how much we need to kind of unlock there. And I think as well, we just might as well, can we just turn all of these on and see what happens? Can we do all 50%? Does that just buy it as it comes available? It does. So what if we were just to hit all 100%? Would that just be the same? Okay, so now we don't even have to hit buy all. We can literally just leave the game to run. So yeah, I think we kind of let this game kind of run AFK, and then we'll kind of get back on next episode, work our way through kind of the next infinity, and then see roughly how quickly we can do it. Also, what I would like to try and do is see if we can do some of these achievements. I mean, we almost hit infinity. Oh, sorry, we almost hit this backwards one before we hit infinity. So I think maybe kind of like in the next episode, we kind of work towards getting that one. What else? Infinity twice. We get, another one for that. Generator. Let's have a look at the generator power. So our generator power. Yeah, that's going to take a few infinities before we even get to kind of that one. Or will it? I wonder if it has... Oh, no, it doesn't. You see, it goes up over time, so we're just going to get that automatically. That's just going to come to us. So right now we're at 3.5, so we'll get to 10 relatively quick. Okay, the next one is infinity in under an hour, which that's going to be a tough one to get. And look at how exponentially harder these get. It goes from 1 to 2 to 100 an hour to reach 5 infinities is the next thing. And then 1,000 generator power. And then we get on to kind of buying more more generators, which 100 infinity points to get that. So we need to buy our second first generator. Right, okay. So we need 10 infinity points to do that, which means we need 10 for that, plus the kind of the upgrades. So we need all of these. We need to work towards all of them, so have any infinity points there. So this is going to take a lot of time just to even generate enough kind of score to kind of really do infinity. Infinity with all promotions less than level 20. Okay. And then this will be the level 7 infinity, I think, the 7.1. That unlocks challenges. And then we got the different solutions to them. But yeah, I mean, that pretty much kind of, sums up basically the beginning of the game. I thought infinity would have such a bigger kind of impact in terms of the game's progression, but looks like infinity is just the start of this game. So guys, I do appreciate you kind of, logging into this episode and checking it out. If you do want to see more, I will kind of link the playlist description if you haven't seen the other episodes. And I would really, appreciate if you would subscribe to the channel. A lot of the kind of people that kind of view my kind of content are kind of unsubscribed. So, I am trying to kind of grow the channel, and I do kind of appreciate kind of any subscription. And that's, that's obviously if you do like the content. If you don't have to subscribe. But if you do, I would appreciate it. And I will catch you all in the next one.